Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you guys are new here. Hi, my name is Sydney. I film cruelty-free beauty videos 3 times a week on my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how my budget has actually been working for me. So if you guys have been keeping up with my budgeting series, which I know I've been slacking on lately, I missed November and December. November, I think I just missed it because, well, I know I missed it because I was buying so many things on Black Friday. I did a horrible job of keeping track. And then December I missed because I think I just ran out of time to film an update video. So I'll be briefly mentioning November and December's budget info in my January update, which will be coming in just a couple of weeks. But in those monthly updates, I do usually take a couple minutes to mention the things that have really been tempting me and products that have really caught my eye that maybe I would have bought if I wasn't on such a strict beauty budget. And today I thought it would be fun to kind of compile those throughout the past couple months and really total up how much money I would have spent if I wasn't on my beauty budget compared to what I actually spent on my beauty budget. So if you guys are familiar with my Instagram, I do a series on there every week called Wishlist Wednesdays, where I mention between 5 and 10 products that have caught my eye throughout the week. I am not including every single product in that. A lot of times when I mention those products on Wishlist Wednesday, it's just like kind of like, yeah, I'm intrigued by this. I want to know more. I want to see some reviews. I want to see some swatches. It's not necessarily that I'm to the point where like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. I'll probably buy that. These are only those products where I'm like, yeah, I'm really, really tempted to buy that. I probably would have bought that if I wasn't on a budget. So I just want to make that clarification before we hop in. But without further ado, let's hop into how much money I've actually saved budgeting. Wait, just kidding. We're not hopping in yet. I forgot to mention this video is inspired by a video that Hannah Louise Poston did. I feel like it was a couple months ago by now, and I think she just entitled hers like how much money I've saved budgeting or something like that. I'll be sure to link it down below for you guys if you want to see more budgeting content. She does a lot of awesome stuff on her channel, so definitely go check her out. But now let's hop into how much money I've actually saved budgeting. Alright, you guys, so when I'm filming this, it's only about halfway through January, so I don't quite feel comfortable talking about the items that have tempted me in January, just because I feel like right now I would talk about every single one of those items on my list. Just because they are so fresh in my mind, they've just been so freshly released. I feel like these items, when I look back at them, I'm still reflecting and saying, oh yeah, I really, really wanted that, or this is something that I was still considering buying. So I just want to make that distinction really quick, but let's start off with September. I have September, October, November, and December to talk about, so let's hop in with September. So the first thing that really, really caught my eye in September, and I'm not sure if this released in September or August, I feel like it might have been August and I just wasn't budgeting yet, but it was still haunting me in September, and that is the So Jaded palette from ColourPop. I actually received this palette for Christmas and I am so excited that I did. I used it so much over Christmas break when I was home, and it's a beautiful palette, you guys. I haven't used it enough to really give a review or share my full thoughts on it, but it's beautiful. I love it. But when this launched, I was definitely tempted to just grab it on launch day because I love Kathleen. I love 98% of the collabs that she comes out with. She just has a really great eye for products, and I feel like we do have similar tastes in makeup, especially eyeshadow, and the whole palette was just so pretty, you guys. So I didn't buy it on launch day. I waited, I saw some reviews, I saw some swatches. I just continued to fall further and further in love. But the only thing that really held me back from buying this, aside from my budget, was the size. I'm really not into gigantic eyeshadow palettes these days. My Morphe palettes really don't get touched a whole lot because they're so large. But the So Jaded palette is 30 pans, which is much bigger than the average palette size in my collection at the moment. So that was another thing that really held me back from purchasing this, along with my budget. But after considering it for a few more months and kind of after the hype died down, I did still want it. So of course I asked for it for Christmas, and I've been so grateful to receive it. So the next item that is on my temptations list from September is actually one it's got me in its clutches again, you guys. The past couple weeks it's been like in my head, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. So when I first saw this palette, I was like, psh, I don't need that palette. It doesn't do it for me, whatever. I think I created a dupe post on Instagram, which I can insert right here if you guys want to see it, duping these shades. But the more that I saw swatches, the more that I saw people create looks, the more rave reviews I saw, the more I wanted this palette, you guys. And I think if I wasn't on my budget, I would have just bought it. I know I would have bought it like a month or two later because I think it was like almost half off on, I want to say, Urban Outfitters. And I know a lot of people that I'm friends with on Instagram picked it up at that time, and I was like this close to giving it. I was so close, but alas, I had my budget. I was sticking to it. I was being good. Then Assault New York was launching some cream products. They were cream blushes, cream bronzers, cream highlighters. And if you guys don't know who Salt New York is, I believe it's an indie brand based out of New York, and they create the most beautiful palettes, you guys. They're like wrapped in leather, they have mirrors on the inside, they have this nice little zipper, they're beautiful magnetic palettes. But they were launching, I don't know if this is their first piece of like color cosmetics, I feel like it was, but they were launching some cream products, and you guys, this was like at the height of my cream product craze, and I was looking at their swatches, I was looking at the pre-order discount bundles that I could get, and I swear you guys, I made a cart 3 or 4 times before I finally just said, you know what, no, you can't buy this, it's too expensive, it's too far out of your budget. And then finally, the last item that really tempted me in September was the Huda Beauty Neon Pink Obsessions palette. I think that this palette had been out for a couple of months. I don't know if it was months, it might have been a couple weeks, but these have been out for a short time. And then Huda Beauty had their secret palette sale where I picked up my new nude palette, but I was this close to also grabbing the Neon Pink Obsessions because I think I wanted to hit free shipping or something, and it was only like $7 or $8. No, it wasn't $7 or $8. It was like 12. It's like $12 to $14, I think. And I don't know, you guys, this palette just really drew me in, and the only reason that I didn't grab it is because when I was trying to check out the first time with both of those palettes, my order wouldn't go through for some reason, so I had to go back in, and then the second time around, I had finally convinced myself that, you know what, you need to stay within your budget and be good, and so I didn't grab that one. So if I had bought all those things that I had just mentioned, I would have spent $153 on makeup in September, that's a lot of money, you guys. That is a lot of money. But instead, since I had my budget and I was really in that budgetary mindset, I spent $49, which I am very proud of myself for. Alright, you guys, so let's move on to October. So the first item that really grabbed me and had my attention was the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. I did a whole video where I shot my stash for dupes for this palette, so I can link that down below if you guys are interested in that. I feel like I came up with some pretty good dupes, but I can't tell you guys how many times I almost bought this palette. It was at least 5. It was bad. This one just had me in its clutches. I thought it was so gorgeous. I thought the packaging was stunning. I know some people didn't love that it was kind of pastel-y for Halloween, but I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a really fun twist, and I just really loved that palette, you guys. I saw awesome reviews. I saw beautiful looks. It was just the trifecta, and I wanted it so bad, but I knew I had to stick within my budget, and at $48, that would have taken up all my budget like that. So I said goodbye to that one. The next item that really caught my eye were the Cosmetics holiday sets. I've wanted to try Cosmetics for a year. Everything that I've heard about the brand has been really overwhelmingly positive, and they had beautiful holiday sets for Christmas time. I'm so sad that I missed out on them, but the one that I really wanted had one of these serum blushes, 2 lip products, and I think it had an eyeliner, and I just thought this set was beautiful. Both of the colors were absolutely stunning. I really wanted to grab both, but of course would have only grabbed one because that's all my budget would allow, for them being $39 a piece. But that was one that really had me. Another one that really had me that was definitely an impulse buy, but like a very strong impulse buy, was the Jaclyn Hill brush set. So I believe this was on sale at Ulta for a time for around $20, and I like almost drove to Ulta like 3 times within that week to pick up those eye brushes. I'm just an eye brush junkie, you guys, and as much as I don't love Morphe brushes, that was a really good price on brushes, and I did really like the look of the Jaclyn Hill set, so that's why that one was tempting me. Ooh, these last 2, I literally walked into Sephora with the intent of buying the first one and almost walked out with an impulse buy on the second one. So the first one that I really wanted was the Hourglass Scattered Light set. So these are some beautiful, sparkly, glimmery, gorgeous eye toppers, and if you guys have been watching my channel for a little while, you know that's what I've been into for like the past year and a half. So these were very tempting to me because that's a formula that I've wanted to try for a very long time. I believe these are pretty expensive to begin with. I think they're in the $20 price range per little potted shadow. So to get 4 at $46 was a pretty good deal, even though it was pretty expensive. I think if I hadn't been on a budget and known that my entire budget would be gone like that, I would have walked out with these toppers. So once I said goodbye to the toppers and realized that I probably didn't need them, I picked up the Milk MVP set. So Milk is another brand that I've really wanted to try for a very long time. I haven't really been able to see them in stores too much because the Sephora I have near me is just a Sephora inside JCPenney. It doesn't carry a wide variety of products. So when I saw this little Milk MVP set, I literally just like grabbed it off the shelf. I like grabbed it off the shelf and I was like walking around the store thinking like, am I gonna buy this? Am I gonna buy this? So that set had the little Milk bronzer that I've been dying to try. It had a cream blush. I think it had a couple of skincare items too in their mascara, and it retailed for $39. So that wasn't my entire budget, but it was a really big chunk of my budget, and it was only, I I feel like it was like early in the month too. So I took a couple laps around the store, I took a couple deep breaths, and I put it back because I knew I wanted to have my budget to spend on other things. So for October, the total amount that I spent was $65 versus what I would have spent, which would have been $192. You guys, we're getting up there. I mean, November is way worse, but we'll talk about that in a second. Alright, you guys, so November is my month of shame. So within November is Black Friday, and I'm really gonna have to think about how I want to do my budget for Black Friday because good sales are my weakness. And I have gotten better lately about saying no to sales, saying no to items just because they're on sale. But Black Friday, the sales are really, really good, you guys. And especially on brands like indie brands or brands that are only sold online, these sales don't happen very often. And when they do, and if it's a brand that I've really been wanting to try, I have a really hard time convincing myself that like this isn't a good time to stock up and totally blow my budget, you know? So I'm just gonna tell you guys already, I actually spent more than I would have spent if I had just bought these Temptations plus the items that I bought. So the first item that really tempted me in November is the Give Me Glow Christmas Morning Palette. So I actually went through my collection and I created some pretty great dupes for this palette. I did that in a 5 holiday sets I want, but I'm not going to buy and dupes for them or something like that video. I'm sure I named it more eloquently than that, but I'll link that down below if you guys are interested, because I think I also talked about the Fenty Gloss Bomb set, and there were like 3 other products in there. I came up with some pretty good dupes if I do say so myself, but I'll link that down below for you guys. But I just think this palette is beautiful. I've been dying to try Give Me Glow Cosmetics formula for so long after hearing so many people rave about it for years and years and years, and it was going to be on sale on Black Friday, and I think it's just beautifully packaged for the holiday season. Those colors are Christmas in a box, and I just really love it. But when it came down to it, A, I did spend a lot of money by the time I made it to Give Me Glow's website on Black Friday, but B, I just knew that I had to rein it in because, I mean, my budget was already blown, but you guys know. So the next product that was really tempting me in November was the Balm Total Package palette. This palette, I loved the all-in-one kind of concept of it. It had, I believe, did it have 6 or 8 cream shadows? It had between 6 and 8 cream shadows. It had a blush, it had a bronzer, and I just thought it was beautiful, you guys. I love the idea of something that compact and small and tiny. I'm actually studying abroad in May, so I'm super excited for that, but I have been on the lookout for some little teeny tiny makeup items that I can pack with me because honestly, I have no idea how much stuff I'm able to bring, and I'm not a light packer, to be totally honest with you guys. So I was really tempted by this palette. It retailed for $24, and I'm pretty sure the Balm had a pretty good sale on Black Friday, but in the end, I just decided that I didn't need it. Next, I was really tempted by the Kathleen Lights curated blush palette that was on ColourPop's website. This palette retailed for $45. Again, I'm a sucker for Kathleen Lights collabs. I think everything that she does is absolutely beautiful, and I was really drooling over those blushes when she launched them, and I really love the palette. I may still pick this set up, honestly, for being honest. But for now, I was able to say no because, again, my budget. Oh god, I feel like I'm just a broken record in this video, you guys. And then finally, the last item that really tempted me was the Lethal Cosmetics Dream Sign Collection. So this was I think this was their first 9-pan palette, you guys, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'll insert a picture right here so you guys can see the color story. It's just stunning, you guys. Lethal Cosmetics has a really nice shadow formula, and I had ordered from them about, I think it was like a month or 2 before this, and I was really enjoying the shadows, and I was like, well, this is only $37, and for Lethal Cosmetics, that's pretty inexpensive, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just get it, but then eventually I did back down. So this is my shameful month because I actually ended up spending $240 without any of those Temptations that I just mentioned, but if I had added those Temptations, that would be an additional $140. So that would have been a total of $340 for November, which is... Alright, you guys, finally we come to December, and December is another difficult month for me to stay within my budget. I did a much better job doing it in December than I did in November, but that was because I was kind of like, pump the brakes, girl, pump the brakes. You are spending too much money on makeup. But you guys know in December, brands tend to have a lot of sales because people are buying Christmas gifts and they want them to encourage you to buy from them, as well as holiday sets tend to go on sale because it's getting closer to the end of the holiday season, and who wants holiday makeup? I mean, other than us makeup obsessed junkies, but who wants holiday makeup after the holidays are already over? So The first thing that caught my eye was the March Beauty Word highlighter. This highlighter had come and gone by the time I'd really gotten into Samantha March's channel, but I'm a huge fan of her now, and I just really enjoy all of her content. But Ofra did bring this highlighter back for one day and one day only, and it was half off. It was only $14.50. So I was ready to support her. I was ready to grab this highlighter. I have tried the Ofra highlighters in the past and they are okay. They're not my favorite, they're not my least favorite, but I really wanted to support Sam and I thought it might be really pretty. Maybe this was a different formula than the ones that I had. But I eventually did talk myself down from it because I think that was definitely like super early in the month. Well, I don't know. The first purchase that I made was like December 1st, so maybe it wasn't. But I think that maybe with shipping, when everything was said and done, it would push me out of my budget or something like that. But I did talk myself down from that one. Okay, so this next one was one that I literally almost bought 5 times, you guys. This was a rough one for me, and those were the 2 Sephora lip favorite set. There was actually a lip favorite set, and then there was like a new product favorite set or like a glitter set or something. So these normally retail for $50 each. They're both on sale for $25 each, and these just suck me in every year, you guys. I'm so excited when Sephora releases them during the holiday season, because they're such a great value. And there's this makeup monster in me that just loves to try all the new products and all the new formulas, and especially at Sephora, because I don't really shop at Sephora, so those are a lot of brands and a lot of formulas that I haven't tried yet. So I was super excited for both of those, and they were both on sale for 25 bucks, and like if you buy both you hit 50, you get free shipping. So I mean, you guys see the allure to those too. But thankfully I was able to say no to that and save myself some money there. And then finally, this one again tortured me for a couple days, and that was the Naked Cherry palette from Urban Decay. This palette was on sale at Ulta for, was it like a week maybe? I have drooled over this palette since it released, you guys. I don't know why, because I know I have similar color stories within my collection, but every time it goes on sale I'm so tempted to run out and buy it, especially at Ulta, because I think I had points and a coupon or something, and it's just like, I want it so bad. But I was able to say no to that one and save myself those $27. So all those temptations in December added up to $66.50, which would have been in addition to what I spent. It's on top of the $32 that I actually spent of my December budget. So December I did much better than November. Alright, you guys, so I did actually total everything up, and my total savings from being on a budget, from not giving into these impulse buys and really sticking to my guns with this, was $550, and that was only 4 months, you guys. I don't even want to know like how much I was actually spending on makeup before I was on a budget. This has been one of the best decisions I have made in 2019, and to continue it into 2020 has been an awesome decision. So I'm so excited to see where this little budget series takes me. I hope that it helps me to continue to curate my collection and just make better purchasing decisions, not only with makeup but with life in general, because I feel like once you start budgeting one area of your life, you like can't help but start noticing how you're spending your money in other areas of your life. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I will link my beauty budget playlist below if you guys are interested in catching up with those videos, so you're all ready for January's update. But I'm gonna wrap it up today, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hey guys, ow, I just hit myself in the nose. Well, it's kind of on par. Oh my goodness, you guys. You know what I should do? I should total up. Oh, I already did at the bottom. I'm on top of it today. Or I was when I planned this video out.